I am a publisher, writer, editor, daughter, sister, auntie, dog mom, and many other things, including currently a cancer patient. But I am not a doctor or medical professional of any sort. What you are about to watch is an episode of my journey through cancer. I'm sharing my adventure with you in hopes that you'll find something here that's comforting and maybe even inspiring. This video is not intended to provide any sort of diagnosis or treatment plan. Please go talk with your doctor for professional medical advice. If there is one thing I've learned trying to film today's video, it is that it is nearly impossible to film one's own feet while simultaneously balancing on one foot. I've had problems with balance for several years. I broke my right leg, and then a few years later, I broke my right hip. And in yoga class, achieving any sort of serenity in tree pose is still not quite possible. I knew balance was one of the things that I had to work on. It made me feel old to not be as agile on my feet as I once had been, and it made me feel inelegant. But I was doing all right. I could still walk just fine, sometimes with a limp, depending on how long I'd sat at my desk and how stiff I was. But, working on balance wasn't a pressing priority. Then I got cancer. One of the side effects of cancer treatment can be neuropathy, specifically chemo-induced peripheral neuropathy, CIPN, and which is nerve damage. And that in and of itself can knock you off balance. And, working on your balance while you're in treatment for cancer with chemo is one of the ways you can prevent this sort of neuropathy. And I got the message. It was time to work on mine. And then I read an article in the British Journal of Sports Medicine. And balance, they say, can quickly diminish as you hit your 50s and get older. And that increases the risks for falling and other sorts of adverse health outcomes. So, indeed, the ability to stand on one leg for 10 seconds can be a predictor of how long you will survive into middle age and old age. Well, I thought, I can do that. I can stand on one leg for 10 seconds, and I can, on a flat surface. But it's harder than you think, especially when you're trying to tape yourself doing it. And I knew I had to up the ante, hence the purchase of this balance wheel. I can stand on a flat surface, as I said, for 10 seconds at a time, but I'm still working up to balancing myself on the wheel for more than 5 seconds at a time. But I'll get there. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Also, don't forget to call your senators and your congresspeople to demand universal health care, and most importantly, don't forget to vote.